Where were you? I was looking for you. Yes, you. I was looking for you during my workshop, the one I just completed. That's right. So the good thing is that the replay is up. It's up now. So you can go ahead and watch it. You can register for it. Go to CoachTrevLive.com, register for it. Also, you just might be able to get the 5-week planner. That's something I only made available for those that are attending. But let me give you the scoop for this. Let me just give you a summary of what I talked about. So the title of the workshop that I just did was How to Walk into 2026 with Momentum instead of starting from zero. So what we did was we focused on some strategy and giving you some real talks, not fluff, not theory, actual work. So the key thing is this: if you look at your schedule, you know that you only have 5 weeks left in the year, 35 days. That's it. That's all that's left in 2025. You cannot fit any more time in that. So that's a critical thing. It's important that you have a strategy, because in this time that we're entering in, there's a lot of things that are going to be pulling on you. It's the holiday, it's the shopping, it's the work parties, it's the events, it's the networking, it's all the things. It's other people's crisis. They're going to look at you and they're going to say, hey, you know what, since you're doing this, why don't you do, well, you know what, do you have time? Can you help me with? You've got to have some strategy on protecting your energy. You've got to be able to prioritize those key things, the things that you want to accomplish. You also got to be able to say, what is it that you want to accomplish before the end of the year, as well as decide what is it that you have on your plate that can wait until January. Now, that's just some of the things that I discussed. That's from my focus framework. That's just one of the 5 things, one of the strategies that I discussed in my workshop. We talked about the focus framework. We talked about the boundary playbook. We talked about the chaos navigation plan. I know, probably thinking more of the chaos navigation, chaos, the noise. When people are vying for your attention, they're going to ask, well, you've got to prepare yourself and say, what are the things that you're going to move forward in? And what are the things that you're going to put your hands up and say you're not available? You've got to have that prepared in advance. Now, I go deeper into that on my workshop, which I encourage you to watch now. It's at CoachTrevLive.com. All right. And as I said, it's titled How to Walk into 2026 with Momentum. It's going to be important because of this time. These 5 weeks that we have next is crucial for setting you up for 2026. Now, if you finish the year exhausted, you're going to start 2026 depleted and already behind. The goal of this is that if you finish strong, then you'll start strong. You're going to be protecting your energy reserves, which you have there, so you'll also be making sure that your priorities are going to be done in that power window. You know, that area that I've discussed here. If you haven't seen it, check out my workshop that I have titled The Energy Management Secret. That talks about defining when your power window is, how to allocate your resources, how to define what's critical, what's high priority, what's deep work, what's not, what are your routine tasks, all those things you need to figure out so that you're allocating your energy effectively. That's what this is about. It's about allocating your energy so that you can avoid burnout. That's key. So I'm going to encourage you, go ahead and watch my workshop. There's some questions that I asked during it. That'll give you the opportunity, since you're watching the replay, is to pause it, take time to think about what are the priorities that you want to put down, be they professional, be they personal, etc. But you got to watch the workshop and then really begin to execute. Because as you're watching this, you're hearing all these things that I discuss. It's not about you accumulating that knowledge. It's about you activating it, executing on it. That's going to be a key thing. Where's your time? Where's your pen, your notebook, your dedicated space so that you can put this into action? There's going to be a lot of people that's pulling upon you for your energy. There's going to be a lot of noise there. So you've got to get focused. You've got to be narrowed, and there's going to be a plan that you have it. So this is really strategic that we're talking about. We're talking about strategy. So as I said, Go ahead and watch it. Go to CoachTrevLive.com. Now, if you want something personal, something like direct, if you want to work one-on-one on how to plan out these next 5 weeks so that your 2026 can start with momentum, then I encourage you to go to TalkWithTrevor.com. Yes, TalkWithTrevor.com. Book some time with me. That way you can have a session with me, one-on-one. We can talk about coming up with a game plan for your next 5 weeks. All right, that's no cost. Working with me, incorporating some of this. And if you want to work with me further, we can talk about going deeper. I have some things coming up as well. And I also have a challenge that's coming up that's starting December 2nd. So be on the lookout for that. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. Otherwise, check out the replay, check out the workshop, how to walk into 2026 with momentum instead of starting from zero. That's at CoachTrevLive.com. You want to book a strategy session with me, go to TalkWithTrevor.com. All right. I look forward to seeing you all soon. If you are not receiving any of the daily encouragement that I post, be sure that you follow, you like, friends, subscribe, share, turn on your bells, turn on your notifications so you know. What I do is I put out daily encouragement, and many of those encouragements are basically slivers of workshops that I've completed. So be sure that you're having that daily encouragement, that insight, something that pushes you forward. So that's going to be key, right? I'll see you all soon. Have an excellent day on purpose.